Professor Abdul Rahman Farooqi Sahab, Ms. Zohra Mampat Sahiba, Professor Habiba Sahiba, and other dignitaries on the dais, members of the faculty and staff of Jamia Nadwiya, esteemed guests, dear young graduates and their proud parents, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm sorry I won't be able to speak in your language, so you'll have to bear with me, and I hope you'll be able to understand me. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today at this momentous occasion, the convocation ceremony of Jamia Nadwiya Women's Arabic College, and to deliver the convocation address in the 60th year of the foundation of Jamia Nadwiya Edavana, one of the finest educational institutions of Kerala. I have been to Kerala a number of times earlier as well, but I'm equally delighted to be here once again to be in God's own country. I'm grateful to the management of this institution, and particularly Mr. Ahmed Saju, National President of Muslim Students Federation, for having given me this opportunity to be here this afternoon, and for Dr. Adil Atif Saleh, I'm sorry, I'm not able to pronounce it, Swalahia, Director of the Jamia, for having invited me to deliver the convocation address. Thank you also for the warm hospitality extended by all of you, and especially Dr. Vasil. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you on this occasion. Educational institutions are the foundation of the future of any nation. Jamia Nadwiya Edavana has distinguished itself as a preeminent institution for studies since 1964. This achievement is the result of the hard work, perseverance, and dedication of your teachers and staff, and vision of your management. The beautiful and sprawling campus, the number and variety of institutions, the variety of courses offered here, and the presence of a large number of students is a testimony to the hard work put in by a dynamic team and its leadership. The most important people here today are, of course, you students. So let me begin by first congratulating all the students for having completed an important milestone in your journey. It marks the culmination of years of study, hard work, evolving into the remarkable women you have become today. I am sure you must have faced challenges, obstacles, and have had your moments of doubt. However, looking at all the smiling faces here today tells us that this is a very exciting moment for all of you, and I'm sure a very fulfilling one as well. This day is also a testament to the support of your families, your teachers, and your community. I would also like to extend my congratulations to the proud parents whose role in the success of their children is equally great and worth celebrating. For them too, it is a special moment. Congratulations, everyone. Today's convocation is not merely a ceremony. It is essentially a significant milestone that acknowledges your effort, growth, and your future potential. As Muslim women, you carry a unique legacy, the legacy of remarkable trailblazers who came before us, like Hazrat Khadija, who was a successful businesswoman, Hazrat Aisha, who was a scholar in her own right, Lubna from Cordova, Zainab al-Ghazali from Egypt, and Mariamma from Kerala, and many, many more. Women like them exemplify courage, intelligence, and resilience, breaking barriers and paving the way for future generations. As you all know, education holds great importance in Islam, and it is highly emphasized in the Quran as well as in the Hadith. The first revelation to Prophet Muhammad, as was said, peace be upon him, was a command to read, Iqra, highlighting the importance of knowledge. Prophet Muhammad also emphasized the importance of knowledge for all Muslims, irrespective of gender. Seeking knowledge is obligatory upon every Muslim. This sacred command has guided us throughout history, as many Muslim women have made their mark in wide-ranging fields. You too are part of that legacy, and today you step forward as catalysts of change. As educated girls, you will inshallah become a powerful force. While convocations symbolize an end of your academic journey, they also symbolize the beginning of a new chapter in your life. However, this will largely depend upon the choices you make, the decisions you take, and most importantly, the dreams you dare to dream and pursue. I'm sure that each one of you has different dreams about life ahead and varying aspirations. It is these dreams and aspirations that will keep you in good stead. This is also what will make your life purposeful. Here I would like to draw your attention to what our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam had said. Dream is not what you see in sleep. It is the thing which doesn't let you sleep. I hope all of you get to dream and get a chance to realize your dreams. As I was glancing through the attractively prepared brochure of your institution, I came across a beautiful emblem. One thing that struck me was the centrality of the beautiful Quranic verse. I desire not save reform so far as I am able. It emphasizes that extension of service to society is more important than any change that is brought about in the individual. This is the value that you must carry with yourself wherever you go. Use your education not just to advance your own lives, but to serve humanity and make a positive difference. Remember, as the youth of India, you will play an important role in shaping the future of our country and of the world. As you take your first steps into the world beyond this ceremony, you will find that competition is intense and the challenge is daunting. The road ahead may not always be smooth, but continue to believe in yourself, in your abilities, and in your education, along with your faith in Allah. This will guide you through. There are a variety of opportunities waiting you, but choose your path wisely. You don't have to blindly follow others. Don't have to feel less adequate. Choose your own path, set your own pace. Inshallah, you will reach your destination. Remember, buildings are only as strong as their foundations. A strong foundation provides us with the inner strength and resilience to weather the storms of life. So make your foundation strong. That will give you the confidence. Start small, one step at a time. Remember also that there's no substitute for hard work, no room for shortcuts. You may stumble, but that's all right. It's even all right to fail sometimes. Setbacks are a part of life, but we shouldn't allow failures to define our future. Use your setbacks as a stepping stone towards your goals. Inshallah, you will be able to overcome obstacles in your way. I'm sure all of you have heard of Steve Jobs, the person behind the success of Macintosh and Apple. You will be surprised to know that a person who brought such a revolution in the computer industry was actually a college dropout. Steve Jobs, in his speech at Stanford University, mentions many setbacks he faced. But alongside this, he reminded us how continuing to do the work you love with passion will bring about immense success and possibilities. I would like to quote from his speech. I quote, "Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Keep looking until you find it. Don't settle." Let me tell you something about myself. I was never a very good student as I was growing up, especially in the high grades at school. But my interest and passion was in sports, in playing basketball. That's where I excelled. That was my passion. I gave it my very best. And how did this help me? It taught me a certain kind of discipline and to persevere, and the importance of hard work. I represented school and college in various tournaments, became the team captain at the University of Delhi. Basketball gave me confidence in myself and a feeling of self-worth. It helped me to learn how to focus. It taught me lessons in teamwork and so on. It was because of basketball that I got admission into one of the best colleges of Delhi University, St. Stephen's College. This, in turn, opened up new opportunities. I'm just narrating this experience of my life simply because, just to highlight the fact that there's no one way to success. You can take varying paths and yet achieve success. But whatever you choose to do, give it your very best and never give it up. The question you now have to ask yourself is that once you step out of the portals of this institution, what are you going to do with your life? My advice is follow your heart, set a vision for yourself, and let it drive you forward. Be restless. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who uplift and inspire you. Also learn to stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. Another thing you need to understand is that education is not confined to the classroom and getting degrees alone. Life itself is a journey of learning, and the experiences that lie ahead of you are just as valuable as the lessons you have learned here. You should constantly strive to expand your horizon with new ideas, new questions, and new possibilities. Try and think out of the box and think differently. Don't just travel the beaten path. Allow your imagination to soar. Let there be a surplus of imagination. Don't lose the quality of being curious. Imagination and curiosity open up endless possibilities. These are precious years of your life. Please make the most of this opportunity. Nowadays, we hear a lot of news that disturbs or troubles us, like issues related to the dress code, issues related to textbooks, and so on. But we should not be discouraged or step back. The best tool to counter such challenges is education, and the more you strive for it, the better. Our Constitution also allows us to live our lives while staying true to our identity. There may be obstacles, but we must face them with courage. Make education your weapon and empower yourself. You will now be entering the world as scholars of Arabic, having been awarded with the BA Afzal Ul Ulama preliminary and the BA Afzal Ul Ulama degree. This is a great achievement. You can utilize this knowledge of Arabic to make a very successful careers for yourself. Besides being a language dear to our hearts and the language of the Quran, Arabic is an important language across the world as well. It is an official language of many countries, spoken by millions of speakers, also the official language of the United Nations. Today, Arabic is also a language of strategic importance. Therefore, there's a growing need for proficient speakers of the language. That's a great opportunity for you. I'm also happy to note that here in Jamia Nadvia, you are making great effort to give a complete package of education right from school to higher education. Also the fact that you are combining traditional Islamic education with modern academic disciplines so that students are empowered to meet contemporary challenges, which is very worthwhile. An interesting aspect of Muslims in India is that Muslims have a higher proportion of population in the age group less than 15 in both rural and urban India. This suggests that youth is on the side of the Indian Muslims. However, this very positive feature of the Muslim community poses to my mind the greatest challenge for all of us today. How will this vibrant energy of this youthful population of both boys and girls be channelized so that it contributes to the development of both the community and the nation? For this, we need to introspect deeply. We need to ponder on issues and ask ourselves the following questions. Who are we and how do we fit into this world? We all have multiple identities as Muslims, as Indians, as Keralites. We also have our gender identity and that of our professions. We also need to dispel the stereotypes that are being built around the community. How can this be done while keeping our identity intact? As students, you must examine your lives, find a purpose for yourselves. Along with the finding a purpose is the knowledge that none of us are solitary beings. We live in a society and there are relationships to be established. We need to realize that our lives are closely connected with that of others. And therefore, the goal of our education should be to produce men and women for whom discernment becomes a habit, by which we can strike a balance between the differing worlds we are part of. Along with setting up of these fine educational institutions, we need to also reflect on our interactions with others around us. This is equally important. Along with the assertion of our identity, we need to understand that we are not living in an isolated world. Today, we live in a globalized world. It is no longer possible for us to live in isolation within our four walls. Barriers have broken down. At the same time, barriers have also been created. So how do we address all of this? We need to develop a language that will allow us to interact with others around us. This should not be perceived to be a threat to our identity. We need to emphasize what makes us a better Muslim will necessarily also make us better citizens of this country and the world. There is an urgent need to affirm and articulate our religious identity amidst religious diversity. Institutions like yours have a larger responsibility. Exchange programs among students of various denominational institutions should be encouraged. I would like to end by quoting a line from the famous poet Allama Iqbal. मंजिल से आगे बढ़कर मंजिल तलाश कर, मिल जाए तुझको दरिया तो समुद्र तलाश कर. Search for that destination beyond your current horizon. When you find a river, search for the sea. And finally, immerse yourself in the thought-provoking words of Iqbal. जिसमें ना हो इनकलाब, मौत है वो जिंदगी, रूहे उमम की हयात, कश्मकश इनकलाब. These powerful lines reminds us that true life is intertwined with change and revolution, emphasizing that a stagnant existence lacks vitality. The struggle for progress and transformation is essential for the spirit of a nation to thrive. So go forward with confidence, courage, and compassion. The world is waiting for your unique contributions, and I have no doubt you will make a profound impact. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide your steps, bless your endeavors, and grant you success in all that you do. Congratulations once again. Thank you.